So this is video number 2 for how to record correcting entries for Year 12 accounting. Our second example is where we might have the right accounts but the wrong amounts. So on the 17th of April, our accountant has discovered an error, and the error was that a payment of wages that should have been $120 was accidentally recorded as $210. So using the same thinking, we need to go back and say what was recorded and what should have been recorded. So if we map those out just over here, just change colours. What was recorded was a payment of wages, so wages was debited $210 and bank was credited $210. What should have been recorded was wages should have been debited only $120 and bank should have only been credited $120. So we can see that we have overpaid according to our records, and the difference is $90. So we have accidentally over-credited our bank by $90 and we have over-debited our wages expense by $90. So to fix that, I need to reverse that. So on April 17, wages, because I need to reduce the amount of wages expense in my records, that means that I'm going to need to credit it. But I'm not going to credit it the whole amount of $210 and then put a debit of $120. I'm just going to fix up the difference. So I'm going to do a credit of just $90. So that $90 represents the difference between the two transactions, what was recorded and what should have been recorded. The second thing I'm going to do is I'm going to debit bank. So I'm going to be increasing my bank balance according to my records by $90 to move it back to where it should be. And once again, my narration, I'll identify that it's a correcting error or a correcting entry, sorry, and I'm going to narrate by using the information from my case or my scenario. So payment of $120 for wages accidentally recorded $210. And I always need to put my memo in there, so memo 42 was the one that's been issued here. So if we have a look, wages was over-recorded originally, and that's why we need to be decreasing that by the 90, and bank needs to be increased or debited to correct that overpayment. Now, important to know that this error might not have actually happened in real life. It might have just been recorded incorrectly. So it's always important to check those things. So then looking down into our general ledger, this is how we would be recording it. So on April 17, I'm going to have wages being credited $90 and my cross-reference is going to be bank. Over in my bank account, I'm going to have a debit of $90 and my cross-reference is going to be wages. So just using the information from up in my general journal to help me record this. So this correcting entry is when there is incorrect amounts, but the accounts are correct. So we have one more video after this which will show you probably the most complex correcting entry where there's wrong amounts and wrong accounts. So if you want some extra help with those, make sure you check out video number 3.